J Bills for me to Spotlight UK, and I'm reunited once again with the man they call Idris Virgo. What are you saying, my brother? It's been a long time, man.
I'm good, but you forgot to say the one, the only.
The one and the only. The one and only. We got to get that in there. We got to make sure.
Come on, the one, the only. I'm great, man. I'm great, man. A bit tired today, but I'm great. I'm great.
Yeah,
Really
man.
good.
Obviously, Misfit 7. The card is looking stacked. You're here for the open workout. Of course, I'm thinking that you're going to pay close attention potentially to the Salt Pappy versus Taylor fight, I'm guessing, because obviously you two had a history. Is that what you're most looking forward to, or are there other fights on the card that you're keen on to seeing?
Yeah, 100%. So happy with Andy Taylor. That's the fight I'm looking forward to because either one of them I'll fight. You know what I mean? If Salt Pappy wins, I'll fight Salt Pappy. If Andy Taylor wins, I'll fight Andy Taylor again at a lower weight. And the only reason I want to fight Andy Taylor again because I said I want to knock him out. I said I could knock him out. So I want to fight him in a rematch and knock him out. I want to do it, and I know I can do it. You know what I mean? And I've got Andy Taylor's number. I think Andy Taylor knows this, and he's mentioned as well he wants a rematch. So Andy Taylor, I'm calling you out again, son. Where are you? Where is he, man? He's not here.
He's not here yet, but he'll be about soon.
You know when he's here because he'll be loud.
Loud and crazy. I wanted to ask you because obviously you've had a chance with you wanted to get with Tommy Fury as well. Obviously you must have seen the fight between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
How did you see that fight going for you? Like, what did you think in terms of the result? Was it the right call? Obviously, a potential rematch is on the cards for them as well. Like, how did you see the fight personally for you?
To be honest with you, I don't think Tommy Fury is as good as people think he is. I didn't think he held himself accountable for that fight. Like, he just showed he's not on that level. He thinks he's not on that level. He's not on that level. Like, Jake Paul actually stepped to the plate. You know what I mean? Like, Jake Paul actually boxed well, showed people like Jake Paul is a better boxer than Tommy Fury. Yes, Jake Paul lost, but all in all, Tommy Fury, I don't rate Tommy Fury, and I do believe KSI will beat Tommy Fury 100%. Hands down, he'll beat him. After he gets rid of Joe Foley on this weekend, he'll beat Tommy Fury 100%.
And of course, it's been talked about forever with KSI versus Jake Paul. It's been going on for 4+ years. At this point now, where do you see that fight going? I mean, obviously, I know your boys with KSI. You always train with him at Shoot Fighters. Where do you see that fight going now, if it were to happen now at this point for you?
What do you mean? Who's going to win?
Like between KSI and Jake Paul at this current state now.
Freaking no brainer, KSI.
No, I had to ask, but obviously I know what you're gonna. I know what you're feeling.
Nah. Even though it wasn't Pouncey, freaking KSI is a nightmare. Yeah,
he's a nightmare.
I'm saying this from first-hand experience, from sparring KSI, and as I said to all the interviews, I've sparred world champions, I've sparred top amateurs, Harvey Davis, freaking Billy Saunders, freaking Chris Sheeman Jr., freaking Craig Richards. No one has hit me as hard as KSI. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that, I'm really legit. So he's a nightmare, and he shows hard work and dedication, and I just love it, man. So yeah.
And of course, like the last time we spoke to you was just off the back of your fight with Anthony Taylor, and you said that you're happy to be in the space even more so now. You're dedicated to this influencer space. Where are we at with you in terms of like a potential next fight? We want to see you on the card soon. Like, is there any updates as far as when you're going to have a next fight on this card? Like, we want to see you back.
I don't know, man. Like, everyone wants me to come back, but it's the opponents. Like, the thing is why I loved it here because everyone fights whoever. They don't really care. If they lose, they lose. Look at Deji. He lost how many times and he still comes back and he comes back bigger and bigger and bigger. And that was the main kind of thing. But now people are like, I don't want to fight him because of his record. I don't want to fight him because I don't like that. This is why I left the pros, you know what I mean? Right. And I'm staying in the midst because we fight whoever. So hopefully I could be fighting on either 008, 009 or 010, either one of them. But I got asked the question. Someone said to me, why don't you go back to the pros? Yeah. I said, the only way I'll go back to the pros if I fight Billy Saunders. That's the only way I'll be thinking about going back to the pros. It's the only
one-time deal?
One-time deal because I've sparred Billy Saunders and I think I'll fight his number. I think I'll beat Billy Saunders. Yeah. And that's the only reason I think I'll go back to the pros. Other than that, I'm saying that Misfits.
So what's the difference between like the pro division? I mean, there's talks of potential pro division within Misfits, but what's the difference for you in terms of the vibe of pro and obviously influencer boxing? Like, what's the difference? And obviously you're involved with the influencer space. You seem to enjoy it more. Like, what's the main difference for you?
It's more fun. Like, you guys have more kind of like more banter, more like there's more of a storyline behind it. With the pros, they're like, you must be all serious and you're gonna have a serious face and nah, man, let's have a little joke and have a good time. Like, enjoy the sport, enjoy boxing. With the pros, it's just like it's just wank, you know what I mean? And I think the fans as well, if the influencer scene, the crossover scene is way better, 100% way better. So yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you get back in the ring soon. You know, are we potentially? I mean, obviously, it's a choice of opponent that we got to get to, but are we hoping in the summertime, maybe later on in the year? Like, you know, are there talks and negotiations right now?
Yeah, there's talks going on. So hopefully these guys actually get their pens out and sign this contract, and hopefully in the summertime we're going to be fighting.
All right.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
Well, the one and only has made his presence felt, coming back to Misfits, soon to be in the ring. Brother, it's always a pleasure, and I wish you all the best, like just in the future, and hope to see you back in the ring soon, my brother. All right, respect, man.